Here are 5 reasons why Sheffield United will get promoted to the Premier League next season. I am literally 99% sure the Blades will secure Premier League football for next season, and here are 5 reasons why I'm so confident. Also, if you'd like to know the reason behind my 1% doubt, then stick around until the end of the video to find out. First up, we have a great manager that just gets the team and the club's philosophy. A club can get promoted with just an average team. Just listen to Greg Halford.
We should never have got promoted, Cardiff, that season. We had a mentality where we just bulldoze any other team. And, you know, the amount of 1-0s we won that season, you know, and that's what he does. He wins games and gets promoted.
But it's not that often that a team gets promoted with an average or below average manager at the helm. Since arriving at Bramall Lane in that Premier League season, Paul Heckingbottom stabilised the club after Wilder's departure, winning 3 games from 10, which doesn't actually seem a lot, but putting it next to Wilder's 4 wins in 28 games, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? And then after he took over from Slav, he took the lads from 16th to 5th in the division. Which begs the question, would we have got promoted last year if Hecky would have been the manager all season? It's difficult to say, but I am 100% sure that we would have won more games if Hecky was the manager, playing that 3-5-2 formation all season. And there's not really too many positions above 5th in the league, is there? Hecky completely understands how to get the best out of this group of players, and he's proved it time and time again. Even to the very last game of the season, he knows how to motivate these players. Look, I'm not saying that he's the greatest manager that Sheffield United have ever had. Now, he's got potential, but right now, he is the perfect man for this promotion push. My second point is that Sheffield United have got a great spine to this team. We had the 3rd highest squad value according to transfermarkt.co.uk. And we were only beaten by Fulham and Bournemouth, who were both promoted to the Premier League. So again, we will be one of the highest valued squads if we don't sell any players. But you can have all the stars in the world, but for me, if you don't have a strong, experienced core, you will struggle. And for me, that's exactly what we've got. A goalkeeper in 𝐍𝐸 that kept 18 clean sheets from 32 games, which was by far the best clean sheet percentage in the league. 3 strong central defenders in Bash, Egan and Robinson, who all had a very successful end to the season and formed a strong unit together. Even though Norwood and Fleck are knocking on in years, they've still got 4 years of experience playing next to each other, which for me is invaluable. And with Billy Sharp at the club, his past record speaks for itself. And promotion-wise, we still currently have 8 players at the club that won promotion to the Premier League in the 18-19 season. The third reason why I think that Sheffield United will get promoted this season is team spirit and strong characters. Last season under Hecky, we saw that team spirit over and over again. The players obviously love playing for the club, the manager and each other. Every time we needed a win, we absolutely got it, even down to the playoff second leg. Fair play, it weren't quite enough, but just to reiterate my point, we went down to 10 men against Blackburn Rovers, 𝐍𝐸 saved a penalty, and then Ben Davies scored the winner in added time. Wilder brought Borough to Bramall Lane whilst they were flying high in the league, and we had just lost away to Millwall and then conceded a last-minute goal at home to Forest to draw 1-1. And what happened? We absolutely smashed them. We had no strikers against Bristol City away, and we needed something from that game, which we got. 1-0 down away at QPR in a must-win game, and again, with no conventional strikers, we came back to win 3-1. Everyone writing us off in the last game of the season against champions Fulham, and we smashed them. And I think smashed them is an understatement. And finally, we were written off in that second leg against Forest and came back to win the game. That is all proof of a strong dressing room and strong characters. My fourth prong of this video is special players, which we have in abundance. Jayden Bogle, before his injury, was lighting up the league down that right hand side. He may not be fit for the start of the season, but I'm sure our Buckinghamshire-born Greek god, George Baldock, will be putting in some very strong performances from the off. Sander Berge may be one of those players that we have to sell to balance the books, but if he isn't, just look at his end of season form. If he can play like that week in, week out, this league should be a doddle for him, which we were saying all last season. And finally, our Senegalese star boy, 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐵𝐸 will carry on where he left off and attempt to fill that crater of a hole that Morgan Gibbs-White has left behind. Maybe that is a little bit unfair, as 𝐍𝐸 is certainly his own player, and they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But what I know is 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐸 will be a star for us next season, as long as we can hold on to him for the duration of it. He's had a whiff of success with the Blades being so close to promotion, and he'll obviously want to continue his international journey. So for me, that means he will have to carry on turning out top-notch performances for the Blades. And finally, reason number 5 is the strength in depth that we've got at Bramall Lane. It's phenomenal. In goal, we obviously have 𝐍𝐸, who was one of the best goalkeepers in the Championship last season. But not just that, because we also have a Welsh international waiting in the wings. Left wing back, we have 2, if not 3, left wing backs that we know we can count on. At right wing back, as I've already mentioned, we have George and Jayden both battling it out for that spot. The centre is pretty bare, but we may see Casper Laporta and Kyron Gordon getting more game time next season, and we may even see Jack O'Connell make a comeback. Who knows? In the midfield, we've got Sander, Flecky, Norwood, Osborne, 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐸. Maybe even the likes of Harrison Neal and Oliver Arblaster may make the step up. And we all know we have an abundance of talent in that final third. The wise old fox in the box, Billy Sharp, mentoring the young guns, Rhian Brewster and Ollie McBurney. However, I do feel like there's a few gaps that need attention. For instance, central midfield, I feel like that needs bolstering. I feel like those centre-back positions need, I don't know, a little bit of competition for places, should we say. And finally, I do feel like we need 1, maybe 2 strikers, as we've seen a few strikers leave the club. And finally, if you've made it this far in the video and you are desperate to know the 1% reason we may not win promotion to the Promised Land, well, it's simply because we made the decision not to renew David McGoldrick's contract. Obviously. I'm going to keep flying the flag even though Dids is not at the club. You've got that to look forward to. Thank you very much for watching. We will see at the end of the season what I got right, what I got wrong, what's going to get clipped for comedic purposes on Twitter. But let me know what you thought. Give it a like. Let's see if the Blades can do it. Come on, Blades!